So we were building a database of resources for our communities as the pandemic hit and was hurting our communities. And going through all the list and building that list, Rica and I were talking, and I was like, there's nothing for our undocumented community.
I think we all have the understanding that we could not in this pandemic leave the undocumented community behind. That was key. And what we were seeing is that at a federal level, we were seeing relief, and families were receiving stimulus checks, relief for housing, for food. But the reality was that families in our communities who were even of mixed status were not receiving any relief.
So then we said, okay, well, there is the need, there is the momentum, and we need to figure out how can we get it done, right? It went to like, se necesita, y se puede, y lo vamos a hacer.
They wanted to execute brilliantly, and what I mean by that is that there's a lot of great ideas, but if you don't put the infrastructure in place, some things can go wrong, and then it's negative for the community and for the organizers. So when Cynthia and Raquel approached, it was like all about how do we do this and how do we do it right.
We were very clear, and I think even organizations put it on their scripts. This is not a charity. This is not because we feel sorry. You have a right to this funding. This should have been yours. You should have this funding.
It became now a conversation about hope and being able to direct those dollars and that interest that people had and that humanity about supporting a community that was left behind. In the middle of a pandemic, our communities were left out completely. And our communities were looking for somewhere to be able to get $400, $600 just to be able to either pay for rent, pay for food, or help pay for a funeral.
What we ended up doing was something that I don't think I've ever really seen in my lifetime, and being able to be with everyone here and really affect so many people in our community, I think to me just showed humanity in a time where it was just so dark. And I think we really just needed that.
On the one hand, I'm extremely touched by all the hard work that people put into this effort, and the fact that we were able to provide relief to so many people. And on the other hand, I can't hide the anger that I have. We should be angry that these things continue to happen to a community who contributes daily, socially, economically, you name it. And for us to continue to allow these types of injustices, okay, is unforgivable. And this group understands that. Not at all discounting the beauty of what happened here, but it should send a message that it shouldn't happen again.
So I ask whoever's, to all of you that are watching today, is just pause and reflect. Whether you do it right now, or you do it tonight, or you do it in the morning, and think, what privilege that I have? How would I like to be treated if I weren't in their shoes and in their situation? What can I do to influence that change so that this doesn't keep happening? Because we have a collective responsibility and also the collective power to do better by each other. Thank you.